am Lois.
And I'm MJ. And we've had our fair share of absolute disasters when it comes to the male species, love and relationships.
You name it, and one of us has probably experienced it. So if you want to hear about some hilarious sex stories,
failed situationships with a dash of heated debate,
welcome to the Hoe Phase.
Ew.
Hi everyone!
Hiya, loves!
How are you?
I'm alright, how are you?
Yeah, I'm cracking.
I've not seen you for like 3 days.
No, I know. Where have you been?
I've been to London.
For a while.
I went to go and see a show. I went to go to Hades Town.
Hades Town.
Honestly, when I tell you that show is in my top 5.
Really?
For always, like, incredible.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard the soundtrack, and I don't intend to until I go and watch it for myself.
Even if you're not, like, an MT girly, go and watch it. So good. So good. Highly recommend. So yeah, went to London for pleasure this time.
Oh, business or pleasure?
Not for business. For pleasure.
For pleasure.
I am a little bit hungover.
Oh.
Because me and Matt, one of my girlies, I stayed at her house last night. And of course, the wine was flowing. The Prosecco got opened.
Not the Prosecco. On a
So,
school
yeah.
night.
And, well, it wasn't a school night, and that's why she opened it. I have spent the majority of the day on the tube, though. I will say that.
The tube scares me.
Our friend, who I was going to see, their address doesn't exist yet because they're in a new build. So I get to the tube. I'm on FaceTime to her. I'm like, where the hell am I going? Because Maps is telling me it's a 20-minute walk. She was like, it's 5 minutes. I'm then playing Baby Carrier for 45 minutes. Little baby. It was so nice. Just really, like, I love a chill vibe.
Yeah.
It was really good. So yeah, that's been my couple of days. What have you been up to?
Do you know what I've done?
Big fat fuck all?
No.
Oh.
I did a whack-off food shop.
Oh, you did. I still was in the fridge. I didn't look at the fridge.
I've been to look at the fridge
I'll look after this.
I spent £160 in Aldi. Just on food and
in
home
Aldi,
stuff.
of all places.
Yeah, just like restocking the fridge, restocking the cupboards.
An everything shop.
An everything shop. £160. I nearly dropped to the floor, crying acid tears.
Acid tears? You've never said that before. Acid tears?
Yeah.
That is so funny. Acid tears, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow.
But we also had the gas meter fitted yesterday
Oh
as well.
my God. It is the simple things in life that make you go. We now don't have to worry about that.
I know.
Running out of gas. Oh my God.
Well, it's not changed to credit yet. It's still on prepayment.
Right.
It needs a couple of days to change over. But once it's changed over, no more worrying.
Oh my God.
About having to top up the gas meter.
Honestly.
Having it run out halfway through a shower and, you know, wet hair going down to the shop to top it up.
Honestly.
If it, like, within the next couple of days, if it runs out, I can just top it up online.
Oh.
I know.
How wonderful.
Beautiful stuff.
Honestly, those prepayment meters.
Horrendous.
All uni students, you will all know. Like, and if you don't know, like, lucky you.
I didn't know until I moved in this house.
When I remember when you moved in and you were like, oh, it's these prepayment meters. I was like, they are going to rinse us dry.
And they
have.
do. Yeah.
Honestly.
We've been spending like nearly £300 on electric and gas, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, mental.
So yeah, we got that sorted, and the engineer was so lovely.
And we've had new Wi-Fi.
We've had new Wi-Fi, new gas meter.
New year.
New us.
New us.
I mean, I've been trying to get that gas meter sorted for a year.
But here we are.
With
the new gas meter.
I had yesterday off work. I feel like I needed a day to get everything done. So I whizzed around the house with the Hoover in the morning. You know, just did little bits and bobs here and there. I mean, that's a mess. But it's fine.
So, are we going to talk about the chaos?
Yes, we are.
Which chaos are we going to talk about first?
Love is Blind.
What the fuck is going on in the House of Commons?
In the pods.
In the pods. What the fuck? Where are Netflix finding these men?
I don't know, because what the fuck, Trevor?
Trevor?
We were rooting for you!
Trevor, we were all rooting for you!
We trusted in Trevor! Oh, he's broke my heart.
What?
I can't look at him the same now.
No, he
Like,
gives me the
that man
ick.
was fully getting emotional talking to Chelsea at that barbecue.
Ugh. And the
Knowing he
entire
had a
time he had a
girlfriend.
girlfriend. Apparently, T, the girlfriend of Trevor that he was with during the filming,
She's outed him, hasn't she?
she's outed him, but she's also outed the fact that he's already filmed Perfect Match 2. You know that series that has like all of the reality stars on it?
No.
Apparently he's already filmed it. Imagine, I am sorry if my Bruno turned around to me and was like, babe, shall we go on Love Island? Shall I go on Love Island? And just like get the fame and the money and come home. I'd go, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, the fact that the girlfriend of Trevor was so for it. Like, there's text messages between them that she's released of supporting him doing this show. Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
What the fuck? I don't...
Nothing like that is worth the fame and the money. If you really love somebody, you just make it work.
Yeah.
They obviously didn't love each other. They cared about fame and money more.
Yeah. So that was a fucking mind fuck. The whole Jeremy and Sarah Ann thing. Sarah Ann is a fucking cow.
Ain't she? She's a proper pick-me.
AD, you should host the show.
Yeah, hell yeah.
She should host the show because
she was
rinsing that she gave Sarah Ann, I was like, pop off queen. Like,
I love AD.
Give it to her. Give it to her.
I felt really, really bad for Laura, but she held her own.
She did, yeah.
And she was like, fuck you.
And I tell you what, the interaction, I think, so obviously in the last episode we kind of went in a little bit on Jimmy and Chelsea.
No, but I still feel the same way,
I do,
just not as much.
Yeah, I think after watching the last 2 episodes that have been released, that they are really fucking toxic for each other, but it works. Do you know what I mean? No, but like, obviously Chelsea's like really insecure. Yeah. And she has come out and said that she has a therapist. She's come out and she said, guys, I know you all keep telling me that I need therapy. I'm having it. I have had it for the last 5 years. So she's just super insecure. And I think something that somebody said is that every time that her and Jimmy have had an argument, she's been battered. Jimmy has been sober. Jimmy is obviously, if he really couldn't take the shit anymore, he would just leave. So there is something that's keeping them together. Seeing them at that barbecue and the way that they interacted, the way that Jimmy interacted with Jess and the way that Chelsea interacted with Trevor, I think was handled very well.
Yes.
Yes, okay, Jimmy saying that Jess was still his number one, that was weird.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
But the way that Jess was like, you're engaged, you're getting married, I'm happy for you, respectfully,
goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
They needed the closure.
Yeah.
Which...
The same with Chelsea and Trevor.
Yes, absolutely.
But the fact that, like, there was no... The way that they spoke about each other to those people made you go, okay, I think they are really in it for the long run, I do. And I do. And I said to you, didn't I, when we were watching it, I said, I think for the first time in 6 seasons, we'll get all 3 yeses.
A noticeable absence was Kenneth and Brittany.
Yeah.
Why weren't they there?
Dunno. Brittany wasn't very close with any of the girls, was she?
No, on the holiday she took herself off, didn't she?
Oh, that might be why. They're both teachers.
Yeah, but it was in the middle of the day. On a school day.
Yeah. Do you know what I also love? I love the chaos of Laura talking to the camera, being like, he was never in love with me. He never loved me. He, like, her sobbing to the camera.
Yeah.
And it cut into Jeremy and Sarah on the jet skis. I was like, this is something that you see in a film.
Yeah.
I had visions whilst we were watching it that they were going to drive past her and splash water onto her. That's what I thought was going to happen, because that's how they cut it. Do you know what I mean?
Honestly, Jeremy and Sarah Ann were having a full-on deep conversation. Sarah Ann was basically in tears. Next minute, they're on jet skis.
Laughing.
Lolling. Make it make sense.
I'd love to know if they're together. I bet they just shagged once and then went, oh shit, yeah, no, this isn't for us.
Yeah. Jeremy's a piece of shit, though.
He is. Absolutely disgusting human being.
Yeah, don't like him anymore. And I was rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you, okay?
I was rooting for all the men on this season.
Yeah, me
but
too.
the one that's like the most loyal is Jimmy.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel ill.
Yeah. So, tune in next week when we've watched the weddings to see what we think about the chaos that is Love is Blind.
So it's like...
Slay.
There is something else I want to talk to you about.
I also want to talk to you about something else, because I don't know if you've seen this. Twitter is obviously chaos at the moment.
Yeah. Why, what are you going to say? Because I'm going to say my...
No, I know what you're going to say, because we've discussed what you're going to say, but we haven't discussed what I'm going to talk about.
Okay, shall I do mine first?
You talk about yours
you
first.
You can surprise me.
Yeah.
So, if anybody has been on Twitter this week, you will know about... two things. Kate Middleton being apparently missing, and the Glasgow Willy Wonka immersive experience. It has been reported that Kate Middleton is actually the unknown. No, but at this point, genuinely, if someone turned round to me and said it was Kate Middleton, I'd be like, alright, because I don't know where she's been.
Do you know that the lady who played the unknown has come out and talked about it?
Yes, I do know.
Okay,
I know the lady who played the unknown and the Oompa Loompa have both been on the news.
And Willy Wonka.
Oh, I didn't know the Willy Wonka thing.
Yeah, Willy Wonka went.
Yeah.
He was on Good Morning Britain, apparently.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, honestly.
It's so fucking funny. It's so funny.
Yeah. I mean, it is funny, but also, as an actor...
Oh, I'd be fuming.
If I was in that situation, oh my God.
They still haven't been paid, apparently. So, the Oompa Loompa girl came out and said her costume was from, Poundland, yeah.
Yeah.
The script was made by AI.
Yeah.
And it was just a load of gibberish. The unknown was a made-up character that lived in the walls.
But also made kids cry.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to.
Like...
He's the dark chocolate maker. And he looked like that behind a mirror.
Honestly.
It was given Scooby-Doo.
Right.
You know... Oh, I can't remember. I don't know which film it is. I think it might be the second one with Monsters Unleashed.
Right.
With the guy behind the mask. Obviously, he's behind a mask because he's Scooby-Doo.
Right.
It was given him... Yeah, I'll Google it.
Okay.
I'm going to find it.
Oh.
Do you see what I mean?
I do see what... But that was That's scarier.
Well,
than the unknown one.
Because the outfits were from Poundland. So, yeah, that's the Willy Wonka immersive experience.
Do you want to know the thing that I've seen on Twitter?
Yes, I do.
It's quoting a Netflix tweet of... Trevant Rhodes. I don't know who this man is.
I don't.
He's a very sexy man, though.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, go on.
For this translation.
Read it out.
No lubricant. No protection. All night. All day. From the kitchen floor to the toilet. From the dining table to the bedroom. From the bathroom sink to the shower. From the front door to the balcony. Vertical. Horizontal. Quadric. Exponential, algebraic, gasping and screaming, while stroking and looking at the light. Missionary, cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, doggy, back, sideways, upside down, on the floor, on the bed, on the sofa, on the chair, leaning against a wall, outside, on a train, a plane, in the car, on a motorcycle, in the bed of a truck, on the trampoline, in the bounce house, in the pool, bent over, in the basement. Curling your toes, arching your back, shaking your legs, throbbing your genitals, clenching your fists, wringing ears, drooling, squeezing buttocks, runny nose, watery eyes, rolling eyes, thrusting buttocks, earthquakes, gripping sheets, cracking knuckles, jaw shaking, hair pulling, teeth worming, blacking out, soul snatching. We're not done. Snapping, hyperstimulation, vicious, sloppy, moan-inducing, heart-twisting, spine-tingling, back-breaking, vicious squirting, creamy, lip-biting, gravity-defying, nail-biting, sweating, kicking, dazed mind, broken bones, end of the world, creation of the black hole, destruction of the universe.
Black hole.
We're not done. Head nodding, evaporation of soul, volcanic eruption, tremors, drenched sheets, drenched head, startled, locked lips, peeling skin, removal of eyelashes,
Not the eyelashes.
eye widening, pussy popping, nail clawing, backlashing, intestinal, brain cell dissolving, hair tearing, mouth foaming, ethereal arousal, devil's tango. Brother could set off a nuclear bomb inside me and I would still run.
Wow.
When I tell you, I was sat on the train and I was waiting for it to load and I was like, this better be fucking good. And I was pleasantly surprised. I was like,
It was given, you know,
50 Shades.
the Lady Gaga video.
Bus,
plane.
another one, literally. So yeah, Twitter is a great place to be at the moment. That's the conclusion.
I fucking love Twitter.
Me
Follow
too.
us. The
Follow
Hoephase
us.
Pod. It's time for Alexa Play Careless Whisper. This week's topic of Alexa Play Careless Whispering is quiet or loud sex.
Ah, yes. I don't like quiet. I don't want it to be silent.
When you're in a hotel room, do you let go?
I normally let go anyway, but I'm just not loud.
I am.
Like, I'm not the type of person to be screaming and shouting. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not screaming and
No,
shouting,
but
like,
some people are.
I mean, sometimes you do get carried away in the moment, and
Oh,
then you realise you're
absolutely.
like, we are both being very, very loud.
Yeah.
So we're like, maybe we should just tone it down a little
Yeah.
bit.
I don't want silent sex.
Oh God, no! If
I
a man
like
is silent, it's a turn
Weird.
off for me.
Yeah, weird. Like, I want noises.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it intimate. But, like, doing it loudly, it doesn't put me in the mood.
No, I'm the same. I don't mind it if, like, you've got to be a little bit extra quiet.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to disturb other people who are
Yeah.
around you.
I much prefer noise during sex, but I'm not wanting you to be, like,
Scream the house down.
screaming the
Scream
house
the
down,
house
boots.
down. I'm deceased.
We literally did that together then.
Yeah.
We were
Scream
on
the
the
house
same
boots
wavelength.
down. Houston, I'm deceased. And that was Alexa Play Careless Whisper.
Quick and easy.
It was a quick and
Just
easy
how
one.
I like it.
No, I like a prolonged session.
Do you?
I don't get it very often, so yeah.
Fair.
Listener stories. Yeah.
Thank you very much to everybody who keeps sending them in. Do keep them coming.
Yes.
I'm going to say them now. You can DM us on Instagram at the.hoephasepodcast.
Okay.
Or you can email us at podcast.thehoephase@gmail.com.
Keep sending them in. We love them.
We've got one
Yes,
from
go
a
on.
Louise.
Eloise.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
First year of uni.
Oh.
I had just broken up with my first ever boyfriend. My uni mates decided I need a night out.
Oh, yeah.
I said to them I want to kiss somebody and possibly take them back to Uni.com for a little bit of a cheeky bang bang. So that was our mission, to find someone attractive and pull.
Oh.
I found someone who I thought was very attractive, but was too nervous to talk to him, as it would potentially be the second guy I had ever done anything with, and first guy I spoke to after the breakup. I can relate to that, because I did the same thing at uni. The second guy I ever slept with was...
after my first breakup.
Yeah, the second guy I slept with was straight after, like, not even, 3 weeks after I'd broken up with my
Mine was the same.
Yeah. My mates, being fab, spoke to them for me.
Oh, love that.
We spent the whole night with him and his mates. I have a video of my red lipstick all around my mouth. Not pleasant. We have all been there.
Wait, you went on this night out when I went out.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I came back and I just had lipstick
everywhere.
all over my face. I looked like I'd been punched in the mouth because I had this lipstick on. And yeah, it just went everywhere. It looked like I'd been in a fight, but from the nose down.
Yeah. I mean, red lipstick snogging. It's a mess.
It is.
Hilarious. He ended up coming back with me, and we started up in my bedroom with the cheeky stuff.
Oh.
However, he wouldn't let me go anywhere near his dick.
Why?
Maybe he was nervous, or shy, or self-conscious of his dick. Who knows? But he kept his jeans on and refused, so obviously I obliged.
Yeah.
He ended up just doing shit to me.
Fair enough.
I can't say what he did, because that's the thing. I have no idea what he was doing or trying to do.
Oh, no.
But it fucking hurt.
Oh.
I think he was trying to finger me, but just failing.
How do you fail at fingering?
Do you know what? It's easily done.
Really?
It's you must be so lucky to not have had a bad experience of somebody fingering you.
I mean, I've had bad experiences in the sense of I've had to teach them how to do it.
I ended up just telling him to stop because I'm really tired. So we slept. And then in the morning, he woke me up and his excuse for leaving was, and I quote, "I have to leave now. I have a plane to catch."
Where were you going?
He wasn't going on holiday or anything, as he already told me what his plans were for the week. But I'm not joking. I still would love to know what he did because my vagina was in pain for about 4 days after that night.
Jesus.
Put me off men for a bit, as he was the second guy I'd ever done anything with, and that was the experience. How shit is that?
That's horrible.
So, you would be surprised the amount of men who do not know the art of fingering.
And fingering's a dying art.
The amount of men who don't know how to do it is ridiculous. It should be in sex education, in my opinion.
It should be. I
because
agree. If you fuck up, it goes wrong.
Well, the thing is, she's just said there that it was painful. I think I might have maybe only been fingered twice in my entire experience, and it have been enjoyable. I don't like it. It's awful because
my favourite.
Men don't know how to do it.
I prefer being fingered over having sex.
Well, you are obviously very lucky because the men I have had somebody jabbing me, not knowing how to do it, and it just being jabbing, and I just don't like it. I would much rather have all oral than trying to put something in me that isn't your penis. Because it's not fun. It's not enjoyable.
I'm
alright.
One guy who was like, I don't feel comfortable fingering girls because I don't know how to do it to their pleasure.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll teach you. So I taught him.
Yeah.
I was like, because I let him do it to me. And I was like, now do this and now do that. And he got the hang of it.
Honestly,
and I hope his new girlfriend enjoys it.
Honestly, when I say men don't know how to do it.
No, that's why I was like, if I teach you, you're going to take these skills and you're going to make one girl very happy.
Well,
I should be a sex education teacher.
All of the men I have ever slept with, I've just gone, don't bother. Because it's not fun. It's not enjoyable. And I relate to that.
Hope your vagina's okay, babe.
Right. Are you ready for the next one?
I'm so ready.
This has got a title.
Oh, go on.
My gay best friend snogged me on a night out, and my boyfriend broke up with me because of it.
No. Is that a joke?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Me and my boyfriend have been together for 3 years. We lived together with my bestie Emily and her boyfriend, and my best friend Kevin also lived with us.
Okay.
We went out a lot as a 5. Kevin wasn't bothered about fifth wheeling because he would always end up bringing a guy back with him. And as MGem has said before, the house would shake from all the Alexa Play Careless Whispering. This one particular night out, mine and Emily's boyfriends didn't come as they had to be up and out the next morning for a football match.
Okay.
So me, Emily and Kevin all went out and met up with some friends. This night out is in my top 5 hangovers.
Oh, good Lord.
It was messy. We were dancing the night away, drinks were flowing, and Kevin and I ended up leaving early as I had hit my limit.
Okay.
Good for you knowing where your limit is.
Do you know where your limit is?
Yes, I do actually now.
Now.
Yeah. No, you can't fucking talk. Honestly, the audacity of this woman to call me out. How dare you? How dare you?
I didn't go to uni. I don't have an excuse.
You also don't have a limit, apparently. She doesn't know where it is. The limit does not exist with this one, okay?
The limit does not exist.
Kevin and I are walking home, drunk, chewing each other's ears off.
Okay.
I obviously do not remember the full extent of it, but it got deep. Kevin started saying how he wasn't sure whether he wanted to be with a man anymore, and started saying how he wanted to explore other avenues. As his best friend, I 100% support him, and I told him that I would be there for him while he works it out. Somewhere in between this and us getting home, we stop and sit on a bench, have a drunk cry, telling each other how much we love and appreciate each other. The next thing I know, Kevin is kissing me.
Oh.
I'm not talking a cheeky peck on the lips.
Full on snog.
Full on lip spin with tonk.
Oh.
This goes on for a while. I'm drunk, so not realising how long for, but it was a long old kiss. As I was absolutely battered, I cannot for the life of me remember what happened after, and I don't remember how we got home. The next morning I wake up, and the anxiety is real.
I can imagine.
As soon as I woke up, I went to speak to Kevin, as my boyfriend had already left for his match. This has left me and Kevin in a very odd position, because he was my best friend, but he had just told me that he wasn't sure about his sexuality on this night out, followed by snogging me.
Yeah.
What does this mean? No messing about. I outright ask him, why did that happen? Why did you kiss me? I'm so confused by everything. Kevin then confesses his love for me.
What?
Telling me that I'm the reason that he was questioning his sexuality. I am shocked.
Shooketh.
This is the last thing I was expecting, as I thought the kiss was just drunken. So I say, I need some space and time to think, because I'm with Bruno.
Yeah.
I'm not going to break up with him to be your experiment.
Yeah.
Harsh, but this had sent me west.
Yeah.
I go to tell Emily what happened, and she said that I needed to tell Bruno as soon as I possibly could, because otherwise it would just get messier, especially because we all lived together.
Yeah.
I wait for Bruno to get home after his football match. Kevin was in his room and hadn't left since confessing his undying love for me.
Yeah.
And Emily had left for work earlier that day. Bruno comes into the kitchen, and I immediately say, I need to talk to you about something. He sits down and says, oh God, this sounds interesting. Hit me.
Oh God.
I tell him. His response is, so you cheated on me with him? And he kicks off.
What?
He then storms upstairs and goes into his room. 15 minutes later, he comes down with a bag and says, I'm staying at a friend's tonight. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Right now, I can't do this. And leaves.
Good Lord.
I am sobbing in the kitchen. Kevin comes out of his room and says, what do you need me to do?
Leave, Kevin.
I say leave. Kevin
I'm so good at this.
is also crying at this point, and he says, I'm sorry for how I feel. I'm hungover and on the brink of what feels like a quarter-life crisis. The next day, Bruno comes home and breaks up with me. No argument, no fighting, just straight up breaks up with me. Naturally, I'm distraught.
Yeah.
Following this, Kevin says he wants to take me on a date. I tell him politely that he has just ruined my 3-year relationship, and because of that, I don't want to speak to him.
Mm-hmm.
Upon reflection, this was probably not the nicest thing to do, because Kevin was going through it too, but I was extremely upset at this point and was thinking, timing-wise, not the best.
No.
It took a while, but me and Kevin did remain friends. He realised that he was just having a minute, and he went and shagged a guy a week later.
Love that for him.
Came into my room and said, I can confirm I'm definitely gay. I'm sorry for breaking up your relationship.
Oh, shit.
I still to this day think it was the best thing to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, it didn't feel like it, but it got me out of a relationship that was not for me.
Slay. So
thanks, Kevin, for using me as your experiment and allowing me to enter my hoe phase. What the fuck would you do in that situation? If we'll take our friend who's gay. Mm-hmm. If he turned around to you and said, Lois, I am in love with you, but you'd been in a relationship. He kisses you on a night out. I genuinely think I would never be able to speak to that person again.
No, I wouldn't. So, this was summer 2022 and I was living my best hoe life.
Love.
I had started talking to someone and we were hanging out. We will call him Kevin.
Hiya, Kevin.
It was fun, but he was a little bit younger than me, so I wasn't fully invested.
Right.
About 3 weeks passed since we started up and he went away on holiday with his family. We continued to talk, but it wasn't as frequent as usual, so I was becoming less and less interested.
Naturally.
During this time, I went to a music festival with my friends, where we met our other friends,
right,
for the first time, and one of them I really fancied. We will call him Bruno.
Hiya, Bruno.
Hiya, Bruno. I spent the whole weekend getting to know Bruno and our new friends. On one of the days, we were waiting for an act to come on, and I saw, out of the corner of my eye, my ex from a couple of years ago.
Oh, shit!
We weren't a serious couple, but I had a lot of feelings for him, so when we split, I was very upset.
Right.
We made awkward eye contact, and he turned to his new girlfriend, and she started kicking off. Bruno put his arm around me and kissed me on the cheek. At this point, I really fancied him, and I just wanted to shag his brains out.
Fair. Wait, if you're at a music festival, though, surely there's a tent. You could dip off.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
The festival ended, and it was one of those city festivals, so no camping. There was no tent for them to go back to. We all went back to Bruno's for afters. Continued drinking, played some video games and card games until around 2 a.m. in the morning.
Right.
Me and my friends were calling an Uber home when he offered for me to stay. I didn't want to leave my friend, so I politely declined and said I'd drop him a message when we get home. Me and my friends got home when my friend Louise turned to me and said she left her charger at Bruno's house.
Oh no! That means she's got to go back!
This was my chance.
Oh!
I messaged him telling him we got home safe, but Louise had left her charger at his house. He said I could pick it up in the morning. And then in brackets it says Louise couldn't drive and she was busy with her boyfriend, so couldn't get it herself.
Right.
Result for me.
Right, fine, okay.
Yeah. The next day, I got up, showered, did my hair and makeup, and made my way over to his house. He let me in, and I went straight for the charger to put it in my bag. He laughed and said, "Is that really all you came for?" And I looked at him and said, "Why? Did you have something else in mind?" It's fair. He grabbed me and kissed the shit out of me.
Oh, I love that.
I know. How sexy. We made our way to his bedroom and the act began.
The act began!
A solid 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10, that's a good rating.
Good rating. We had a cuddle and a kiss after, but then I had to make my way home, so I grabbed my clothes and Louise's charger, and I left.
Louise's charger, I'm glad we've got that.
Louise's charger. I'm glad you remembered that, because otherwise you would have
Chaos.
had to go back.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably could have left it, then it would have had another one.
I mean, I don't think Louise would have been too happy about that.
No, I don't think Louise would have been happy about that, but what can you do?
I mean,
at the end of the day...
Kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
Got the charger and got a good scene
I
too.
think Louise did that on purpose.
Do you think? Oh,
maybe she saw the sparks.
Maybe.
I then remembered about Kevin.
Oh shit! I forgot about him.
Yeah, so did she apparently.
Oh shit!
I then remembered about Kevin and how I had basically just cheated on him because we were seeing each other. I know it isn't technically cheating, but it still stands.
Yeah, I mean, if you're seeing somebody, what did she say that she'd been seeing him for like 3 weeks?
Yeah, they were like, from what I can tell, intimate.
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, would you like it if it was done to you the other way round?
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
But
I ended things with Kevin immediately after. Mainly because I wasn't feeling it before I even attended the festival, and we haven't spoke since.
Yeah.
I have seen and heard from Bruno since our encounter, and all is fine. It was just a one-time thing, but secretly, I would let him ruin me all over again.
Oh my gosh.
And that was that.
Oh my god.
What slay?
What a slay. So that was the listener stories, everybody.
Yeah, we didn't have many this week because guess what? You've dried up on us.
You have. But it's okay. It is what it is. Get them sent in, everybody.
If you want this podcast back next week, you will send in your stories. Please send us your stories because I actually really enjoy doing this podcast.
Honestly.
It brings me so much joy.
Yeah. And the stories are fun.
They are so funny.
They are fun. It's time for the next segment, which is Housemate Stories.
Housemate Stories!
Yeah! That was nice. Okay, so, Lois.
Yes, Emma.
Are you... You call me Emma?
Oh, I did.
You're going to tell us about the time you went to Chatsworth?
Yeah. I am going to tell you about that time. And the trauma that I went through. So,
buckle up, everybody.
Yeah, buckle up for this one because Jesus Christ. In 2020, me and my ex-boyfriend split up. And I started seeing somebody in the October. We both had a conversation about what we wanted. And he said basically that he wasn't sure if he wanted a relationship because he'd just got out of one. And I was like, well, so have I. We'll see where it goes. He then decided that he just like wanted to take a step back. And I was like, okay. Obviously, I was quite upset.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't official, but we were exclusive, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you were like seeing each other basically every weekend, weren't you?
We were seeing each other like maybe 3 to 4 times a week at this point.
Yeah.
I really, really liked him. He was the first person that I'd had like any proper emotional connection with since my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
After this, about 5 days pass. I basically said, do you fancy going to Chatsworth Christmas Market on Saturday? And he said, I think it's best if... Hi everyone.
Hi, love.
So, we've just finished recording the pod.
A 2-hour record.
A 2-hour record of the pod. And I went to go turn the camera off to realise that it wasn't recording.
Like the last half hour.
Yeah.
Is missing.
The last half hour was missing. So...
Oopsie.
Yeah, don't know what happened, but... If we don't, but I will text you next week to see if we can do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, okay, fine. I then asked my mum to go with me because she was at work.
Yeah.
So me and my mum had this lovely day out in Chatsworth Christmas Market. We were in the courtyard bit when my mum turns around and sees this Kevin. And I was like, right, what the fuck's he doing here? He's on a date. So I was like completely blindsided.
Yeah.
Not only did I ask you to come here, you said no
And brought
someone else. So I basically was like, what the fuck? My mum shouted at him as well. Like,
yeah, your mum confronted him first, didn't she?
Yeah, she was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
This girl, bless her, didn't have a bloody clue what were going on.
Yeah.
I actually felt quite sorry for her because I did make a scene.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was having a scene with him.
Yeah.
She wasn't involved. I didn't want to get her involved. And I then went out of the courtyard to, like, calm down because he said something along the lines of, we're not having this conversation here. And I was like, the cheek of it. Not on my watch, sunshine. So I went out, calmed down, and I went back in and I went, you owe me a conversation and you owe me an explanation. So we then had a conversation, just us two, and he was like, I don't owe you an explanation, we're not together. And I was basically like, but we weren't called off.
Yeah.
As far as I was aware, we were just taking a step back to see what we wanted.
Yeah.
You didn't say that you were going to start dating other girls. And not only did I ask you to come here today, you said no, but brought someone else anyway. What made you think that I wasn't going to be here? We then had a conversation after, and he said, I'm sorry for the way that you feel. But, you know, the whole gaslighting thing.
How you apologise.
Yeah, sorry that you felt that way, basically. And then we haven't spoken since.
You rang me.
I did ring Emma because I was sobbing.
Yeah. And I was furious.
I was just so... I don't even think I was upset. I was angry.
Yeah. I was fuming.
You were fuming.
Yeah.
It was...
The audacity.
I've had to deal with some really horrible people.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do to deserve that treatment? Jem.
Yes.
Can you please tell us about the drunken disturbance of Jem and Ben?
So, I'm sure he won't mind because he's literally dad of the group. Me and our friend Ben just so happened to live in the halls that was opposite the student union.
Yes, I remember where Ben lived. Yeah.
So, did I take advantage of Ben living in those halls? I abso-fucking-lutely did. Now, Ben didn't like going out, really. I think we only did maybe 4 nights out together. That's not even an exaggeration. He didn't like going out at uni. He just didn't have a nice time. He was very much focused on going to another drama school.
Yes. Which he got into.
Yes, he did. Now, Ben was one of 4 lads that lived on the bottom floor. He was the only lad in those halls that wasn't on a sports course.
Oh, good Lord.
So he lived with 4 boys, one of which became one of, like, my absolute best friends. There's one particular night out where I had asked Ben if I could stay on his floor for the evening, because I think I had, like, an early start. And it would have just been easier. It was a wishy Wednesday.
It was
classic wishy Wednesday. He said, you can, but please don't make it a late one. I live up to that promise of it not being a late one. But Ben had fallen asleep. So what do? I go and bang on his window to try and wake him up. Drunk me. I honestly think about this is my Roman Empire, this. I'm banging on this window for him to let me in. There's no response. Do we all remember Mickey who gave me the hickey?
Yeah.
Mickey who gave me the hickey lived on this floor with Ben.
Yeah.
So I go around. I'm knocking on Mickey's window. Mickey opens the curtain because he also wasn't really a go out or a person. Mm-hmm. He's like, what do you want? I was like, I'm supposed to be staying with Ben. Can you let me in? And he was like, no. Ben can let you in. And I was like, why are you being a prick for? Like, let me in. I'm all my stuff's in there. Like, even if I did want to go back to Bognor, my key is in there. Like, let me in. Mickey's going, no. So I'm ringing Ben. Ben is not waking up. at
Dead
all.
to the world.
Dead to the world.
Good luck doing that now, Ben. You've
And
got a
literally,
baby.
you've actually got a child. So I'm banging on the door, like trying to get somebody's attention. Our friend's boyfriend, current boyfriend, comes walking on down the stairs and opens the door for me.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's just clicked as to who that was.
Yeah. Opens the door for me, and he's like, "What are you doing here? Like, what are you here for?" I was like, "I'm staying with Ben." Ben comes out and he's like, "What the fuck? You told me that you were going to be late," and I was like, "No, I'm here now." It was like 10 o'clock, so you know how he said, "Don't be too late."
Yeah.
I wasn't too late, but the man was asleep anyway. I say to Ben, "Can I have pizza?" Because I had bought a pizza for me to have when I got back.
Yeah.
There is the funniest video, which I bring up every time it comes up on my Snapchat videos, of me sat on the counter and Ben turning the oven on, putting my pizza in, and me going, Ben. And he turns around and he goes, "Shut the fuck up." This boy, to this day, I don't know how he put up with me.
To this day, how are you two still friends?
Honestly, it brought us closer. That's my little story of me and bestie Ben. On to the next segmente, which is questions to the listener.
Question to the listener.
Whoa!
I completely forgot to mention.
What?
I went out on Saturday night.
Huh?
Alice, if you're watching, hi.
Who?
Alice.
Oh, hello.
Her name's Alice. She came up to me in the street and said, "I love your podcast."
What the heck?
Hi, Alice.
Hi, love.
Yeah.
If you've got any hoe-face stories, send them in, babe.
Send them in, babe. She was with a boy who I think was her boyfriend.
Cute.
Not sure. But yeah.
Adorable.
I was like, I feel famous. I was with Kira and Wilson and Wilson's boyfriend, and I was like, oh my god, someone's just recognised me from the podcast and you're
so
not
funny.
here.
That's so funny. What the hell?
They recognised Kira because it was the day after the Kira podcast came out.
Hilarious.
So they were like, and you're Kira.
That's so funny.
So funny.
Oh my god, I love that.
I know.
So, we asked the question last week.
We did.
Of, you're going on a date, not a first date, a follow-up date. What do we prefer? Would we rather go for dinner and drinks or an activity? Now, I said dinner and drinks for a follow-up date.
Follow-up date, dinner and drink.
First date activity.
Yes.
For the first time in the hoe phase history, we have a 50-50 split.
We do?
We do. 50-50 down the middle for dinner and drinks and activity.
What the heck?
So I guess it just depends on the vibe.
Yeah.
Like I said that I much prefer going for dinner and drinks because it's more intimate.
Yeah.
But a first date, break the ice with an activity.
Yeah.
And maybe you still need to continue to break ice for the follow-up date.
Maybe. Depends on what kind of people you are.
Exactly. The final question that we asked was long distance.
Yes.
How do we feel about it? Do we want to do it? If we have to do it, what are the circumstances?
Yeah, we discussed this last week.
The options I gave were long distance would be the only option. Nope, can he be dealing with that? Or I'm going with them.
Okay.
45% of people said, nope, can he be dealing with that?
Oh.
36, long distance would be the only option. Mm-hmm. And 18, I'm going with them.
Okay.
Again, a shock result, personally.
Yeah. Depends how much you love your person, isn't
That's the thing. And I think, like we said, didn't we? It was like, if you were in a 6-month relationship, would you stick it out? Or would you
It would genuinely depend on how much you could see yourself having a future with that person.
Yeah. We did have a response from somebody, actually, that said, ask me in 4 months when I'm on my way back from my travels.
Oh!
So...
might have a story then.
we might have a story. I hope that does work for you, though.
I hope so.
I'm such a believer in love. I want it to work.
I love love.
Now, the question for this week.
I'm ready. Lay it on me.
What are your non-negotiables in a relationship?
Ooh. Teeth.
I wasn't thinking something as shallow as that. I'm thinking like, what about the personality? What about like?
Oh, they've got to
things
be
things that you would expect from a partner.
Oh, well, I thought you meant looks-wise. I was like, well, I'm not picky as such, but I like nice teeth. Why do I do this podcast? I just out myself for being a bitch.
So, okay, teeth.
I like teeth.
Anything else non-negotiable in a relationship?
They've got to be able to make me laugh when I'm really sad.
Right.
Because I get sad quite a lot. I have my, little episodes where I'm like major depressed. And I need someone who's going to be able to bring out my happy side again instead of making me feel shit for being depressed. Because I've only ever been in relationships where they're like, we'll go out and do something. Not like hold me and tell me everything's going to be okay. It's like, do it yourself. And I'm like, that's not the way to help me. I need to be held and told everything's going to be okay.
Yeah.
So I need someone who's compassionate, empathetic.
So, compassion,
empathy, kindness. I've never really had a really kind man.
Like with you and let's take Kira, for example.
Yes.
You've both, like, Kira now knows
Yes.
what she needs in a relationship.
Yeah.
So her non-negotiables are they need to be into going to the gym.
Yeah.
They need to be into going out and doing stuff. Mm-hmm. They need to be able to have good hygiene.
Yes.
Like, they're the things that she said, absolutely non-negotiable. If you don't have those things, we aren't working. Mm-hmm. So for you, it's good teeth.
It's got to be good teeth. It's something that I can deal with any kind of looks. But if they've got, like, teeth missing... No, because that's happened to me before.
You can't help that, though. You just don't go for men like that.
No, I know, but when, like, you see someone, you really fancy them, and then, like, they open the mouth. Like, I know my teeth aren't incredible, but I take pride in them.
But as that's something that you can see... Do you know what I mean? Like, you can see if somebody's got good teeth, so you're not going to go on a date with somebody that's not got good teeth.
Yeah, exactly. So, compassion, empathy, kindness. I like funniness, but obviously humour's subjective.
Yeah.
So they've got to have, like, my kind of humour, but not the exact same, because otherwise you just kind of clash.
Yeah.
And loyalty.
My non-negotiables are in any, like, new relationship, let's say. Mm-hmm. Like... I'll go with, like, a friendship relationship. Let's go with that. Is that we need to share some sort of interest that we can, like...
Talk about.
So, like, the gym, for example.
Yeah.
If we're into that together, can we go together? Not being judgmental on anything. Not too serious. Can he be dealing with serious people at my, like... We're only 25 and 26 for a year. You're only 25 and 26 months, okay? I don't need serious people in my life right now. I need silly, goofy vibes.
I'm just a silly, goofy
2024
girl.
is the year of silly, goofy.
Silly goose.
Silly gooses.
It's the silly goose year.
It's the year of the silly goose.
The year of the silly goose.
So yes, what are your non-negotiables for a relationship? So, the would you rather...
I don't know what this is.
I've just come up with it now.
Okay.
Would you rather date someone with a strong hairline but bad breath, or incredible teeth and a receding hairline at the age of 25?
I would prefer someone with good teeth and a receding hairline.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Would you rather have a man with a small dick and a good shoulder?
Oh.
or a man with a big dick and no good shoulder?
The good shoulder, always.
The good shoulder.
You don't get to see the penis all the time.
No, you don't. And it's not about the size, it's about what you can do with it.
How you can use it, yeah. For sure.
For sure.
For
But there you go, there's 2 would you rathers that we've come up on the spot.
Go and follow us on all of the socials. The.hoephase podcast on Instagram and TikTok. thehoephasepod on Twitter. And the email is podcast.thehoephase@gmail.com.
Your concentration face is so
It's because
funny.
I'm fucking knackered. I'm so tired. Don't forget to slay the day away.
Try not to cry. Get an Easter egg. It's a bit early, but get an Easter egg.
I've eaten about 7 already.
I've had so many. Suck your vape like sweet peen.
Don't go to the Willy Wonka experience. And on that note,
Look out for bad teeth.
look out for Kate Middleton.
Find Kate Middleton. Where is she? Kate, I hope you're okay, babe.
Justice for the Oompa Loompa.
Justice for the unknown.
Justice
For Willy Wonka.
for Laura from Love is Blind.
Oh, yeah. Fuck you, Trevor. Fuck you, Jeremy. Fuck you, Jimmy.
Fuck all men.
Fuck the man.
Make the walls shake in your house when you're shagging.
Have an orgy. What's stopping you? Peace out, motherfuckers.
And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
If I don't see you through week, I'll see you through window.
Ow.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Love you, bye.